got started with the Arizona-Mexico Commission in the early 90s. I actually started as an intern. Once I graduated from college at Arizona State University, I was hired on as a project specialist, and over the years, I was able to work my way to become the director of the Arizona-Mexico Commission, and eventually became Governor Hull's policy advisor for Mexico. During the 90s, if you think back, that was in 1993 was the ratification of NAFTA. So during that time, there was a lot of activity and interest in the relationship between the United States and Mexico. Back then in 1992, Governor Symington from Arizona and Governor Beltrones from Sonora actually established offices in each other's capital, which was the impetus for a lot of the economic development activities that took place in beginning in the early 90s. I was actually able to witness firsthand all of the opportunities that were created because of the relationships that were established over the years between Arizona and Sonora. A lot of issues, challenges that were overcome because there was a close relationship and there was lines of communication where each administration was able to pick up the phone and talk to one another to be able to resolve issues and also to take advantage of opportunities as they were created. So the Arizona-Mexico Commission is a very unique organization. There have been other border states and, quite frankly, other countries that have had or tried to replicate the efforts of the Arizona-Mexico Commission, and they haven't been as successful. And the reason they haven't been as successful is because the people, the membership that are involved with the Arizona-Mexico Commission have continually worked to develop and to establish processes that have helped both states accomplish everything they've been able to do. I think that every governor who has chaired the Arizona-Mexico Commission has been able to imprint their own focus and their own priorities in the work of the Arizona-Mexico Commission. But through the years and through the decades, quite frankly, the one thing that has remained is the energy and the importance that individuals, both in the private and public sector, have placed on the relationship. If you look back, originally, the organization was created to form friendships and to build trust between the two states. And through the years, each governor that has come along has been able to build upon those foundation that was created, whether it's on economic development, whether it's health, education, law enforcement, and even sports. There have been a lot of great projects, collaboration that has been established that have helped both states. The reason the USMCA is so important to Arizona is because Mexico is Arizona's largest trading partner. There are over 228,000 jobs that are associated with trade with Mexico, and that impacts our economic development here in the state. As I mentioned before, in 1993, when NAFTA was ratified, I had the pleasure and the honor of getting started with the Arizona-Mexico Commission. So I witnessed firsthand all the benefits and the opportunities that were created because that agreement was established. This, the USMCA now, is providing sort of an update of NAFTA, providing the states along the border and the two countries, actually the three countries, with new opportunities, enhanced labor issues, taking advantage of the new technologies that have been created since '93 until now. And all of it basically establishes a set of principles that help each country with transparency and with their abilities to move forward with this trade agreement. The relationship between Arizona and Mexico, as I mentioned, is very, very important because, you know, we share cultural ties, we share historical bonds, we share a border. The reality is environmental issues, health issues, and other issues don't necessarily respect boundaries. So we have to work in collaboration with one another because we are border states. And by working together, we can help resolve issues that impact both of our communities.